What's going on? It is, hold on, 11:32 on Saturday. My hair's a little bit of a mess, but that's all right. It's a nice day. Going to that old gym. I'm gonna hit some arms. That's really pretty much it. It's just arms. Got the curls, push downs, lateral raises. One was a neck flexion, so it's like a, I guess, something to work on neck muscles. And then one was a wrist flexion, so I'll probably do, they have a seated, like a dumbbell curl for your wrist. That's a really nice one. So okay, yesterday was a good workout, but I tell you what, that thing, it took it all out of me. I was done, because when I got home, I ate my dinner and then I laid down and I was asleep in maybe 10 minutes, and I don't remember anything. And when I woke up this morning, I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know what time it was. I didn't know anything. I was really confused. So that's how you know it was a deep sleep. Yeah, I was like, is today Monday? Is today? Because normally my days where I get to sleep a little bit later are Mondays. And Saturdays I can sleep later, but sometimes I try not to, just because I don't want to mess up the sleep schedule so much. But I woke up today, it was probably like 9 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock. It was more closer to 9. And man, I thought it was Monday. And then I kind of thought I had missed something, like I had overslept, so I got a little scared. And then I realized that I don't think I did. So, I don't know. It was crazy. But now I'm going to the Y. I'm gonna hit some arms. Got my pre-workout here. 2 scoops. And some creatine in there. Hey, if y'all don't have a good shaker bottle, this right here is, I'm trying to get it where you can see it well. Gila Mix. Gila Mix is a great brand. You don't need the shaker ball because of the shape of the thing. It creates some sort of vortex. And it really works. Keeps everything pretty smooth. And normally when I do protein in it, it makes it extremely smooth to the point where there's not really an issue or any clumps or anything like that. About 20 bucks a bottle. They don't smell, so if you leave something in it for a little while, as we all have done, it doesn't accumulate a terrible smell. It does keep the smell of the last thing you mixed. So this kind of still smells like chocolate protein. But, I mean, what's the, that's not the worst thing it could smell like, right? Because I've opened some of these shaker bottles and I've smelled some pretty heinous things. It's good. It's just really strong. Because I scooped in 2 scoops of pre-workout and I only had about 9 ounces of water, so it didn't disperse a lot through. It's still good. I have lost weight this week. It's good. So I started the week at like 210, But then last week when I weighed, when I told y'all I was 209.8, I weighed in most of this week at 210. Got really discouraged because I was at like 213 one day, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I'm eating definitely at a deficit, and I'm exercising, so I don't know what's going on. So I was getting discouraged. But the day before, I think, or the day before that, I weighed in and I was 208. So I either forgot or I'm just not used to the fluctuations. Because when I was originally losing a bunch of weight, the fluctuations were there. I guess I had forgotten just how drastic they could be. Because going up to 213 really was a big hit, where it's like, what in the world? If I'm 213, then I must be doing something wrong. It's just fluctuations. So 208, this morning I weighed, I was 209.2, which is good for the weekend. I'll probably hit 210 or 211 this weekend, because my meal prep stuff doesn't go out the window, but my meal prep stuff is a lot less useful on the weekends because I eat other places. And then after I hit that, I'll probably in the coming week be like 207 or 206, just depending on the rate of loss that I'm actually hitting. So all good. I've learned, and maybe something that if you're watching you should learn, don't try to rush it. When you're losing weight and when you're getting in shape, don't rush it. A lot of people want the quick fix diets, where if I eat like this, I'll lose 20 pounds in 10 weeks. And it's just not worth it, because you're not going to keep it off. You're going to lose it, and then you're going, next thing you know, put it all right back on. Much better, much smarter is to go ahead and just plan to be in this for the long haul, losing a pound a week. Even, I mean, I don't like it because it is more discouraging in my opinion, but even like a half a pound a week, if you don't care that you're losing it slower, because it's easier to do, which means it'll be easier to maintain, easier to sustain. So that's kind of what I'm thinking through. Like, all right, this is a lifestyle that I'm choosing to live. So that means losing a pound a week is going to be relatively easy because I've done it before, so I know what I'm doing. And it's going to be something that when I get to the end, it's going to be something where it's not like, okay, now I'm done and now I can drop this thing and now I'm going to go back to where I was. No, hopefully when you get to the end, you're like, wow, that was enjoyable. I could probably do this for the rest of my life. And then you do it for the rest of your life. Not necessarily losing a pound a week for the rest of your life, because then you'd be non-existent. But once you get to your goal weight, bumping your calories back up to maintenance and staying at that. Saying, hey, I reached my goal. Now I'm just going to maintain. And then, of course, within that maintenance, you're going to have those weeks where you go on vacation and you go crazy, or you're going to have those weeks where you go and you do this or that and whatever. But overall, something that's maintained. That's the goal. It's just to make it easy enough that you can do it, maintain it, keep it that way. So, all right, I'm going to go in here, do, it says 9 exercises, but 3 of them are supersets, so hopefully I'll be pretty quick. Maybe a 30, 45 minute workout, so not too much. All right, see y'all there.
knees hurt. What's up, fool? Tired. Just knocked out legs, you feel me? And tired of it. You sure you want to gym? Oh, sure. I need some that shit, you feel me? I did leg press, leg extension, hamstring curl, did squats. I'm just gonna do some abs. So we can go to the gym. Bro, so I don't handle this shit like that. Yeah, I gotta go, like I said, I gotta get back to the pool and go hold up the pool workout. I was trying to down.
What time you gotta get?
I was gonna do that probably around like 1.
Okay.
By the time my boy got here, cause he said he wanted to do the pool workout with me.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I gotta do 2 of them a day, so I can get my shit back right.
Okay.
And then I gotta do that.
Golly. I think I got 15 on the first one and 12 on the second one. I don't remember anymore. That sounds right. Arms are tight, especially, I don't know what it is about these hammer curls. I guess I didn't warm up. I came right down, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. And this one, when I got up, it felt like something up here. Always warm up. If you're wondering why I haven't been talking a lot in these other videos at the gym, well, there's a lot of people in here. I kind of want to just capture the gym vibe or environment so y'all can see what it's like, or just honestly be with me what a normal workout would look like. Normally I don't really speak to nobody unless you see like some of those people like Tim or like some of those other guys in here that you saw in one of those other videos, or John or them. I don't normally talk to people unless it's those guys. So the only reason I'm talking now is because there's nobody in the gym, which means there would be absolute silence, which would be awkward for y'all who are watching. But if there were people in here and you hear like the ambience, I wouldn't say anything. Also, the microphone that I got was terrible. It like had a voice isolation, which is great on some occasions. But whoever made that microphone, I don't know who it was, something I bought from Amazon. Y'all need to make it where you can turn off the voice isolation. Whew. Yeah, my heart's beating fast. That's a pro move at the gym. If you ever leave something on the ground, instead of bending over or even squatting down to get it, you do this leg right here. I don't know why, but it's a pro move. All right, let's get this last set. 2 sets of everything on this last day. I really want it to be a short workout. I'm not a big fan of like 20-minute, 30-minute workouts. Personally, I don't like them because I feel like I didn't spend enough time in the gym. But I'm also not one of those people who's like, you gotta spend like hours in the gym. 45 to 60 minutes is perfect for me. I will go over if it's necessary. I don't like going under if it's necessary. But hey, we'll let the gains speak for themselves. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 13, getting sloppy. 13, 14, 15, 15. Yeah, I was trying to get those partial reps. Yeah, but they look kind of silly. I'm not gonna film all of them, but there's one exercise that I've never done before that I'm definitely gonna film because I have no idea what I'm fixing to look like. I think I'm doing that right. It's called a Lou raise. That's the truth.
Leg straight up. Keep this straight and just bend your leg. So look. See this? Just. Yeah, but lean back a little bit.
I wish I could see my film set up. I'm literally on a barbell right now.
Going to your tiptoes. Lean back. Yeah. More straight. Yeah. Two. Good. Yeah. 4. 5. Yeah. And squeeze. Alright, go ahead. Come on, Jack. Come on. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Let's put a dime between them. Go work. Come on. Come on. Alright. Come on, get on this.
I'll get you one out. That one too. Right.
Push that sled.
Running about 10 on
How much do you think I should put on? 25?
I just said.
Yeah, them 45 we get, but
45 is flat.
oh,
Alright, this is the finisher. It's gonna be neck flexion and forearms. Here we go. All right, successful workout. My phone is cut off twice now because of insufficient storage. So if it cuts off again, then I'm just gonna stop recording and just leave it where it is. So going to Sheets, get ordered a protein parm. Hands down, best sub they have at Sheets. Not even just for healthy eating, just in general. Protein parm is the goat. It's grilled chicken, marinara sauce, provolone cheese, Parmesan cheese, all toasted. It is top tier. So I'm pulling up here. After I get that, I'm gonna go to church. I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna slide right in here. It's kind of cheating. I don't think I should do that, but it's the way to go. My head itches, man. I can't tell if it's the sweat or if it's the pre-workout beta-alanine still kind of tingling. My car is really bad. It's a mess. Like, not good. Now, after I finish here, I'm going, like I said, to the church. I'll probably take a shower, get ready. And then we have Saturday night service if you're around town. Youngsville, Wake Forest area. We have a Saturday night service at 6 o'clock so that you can just come to church on Saturday night and then sleep in on Sunday, if you prefer that. If I didn't work at church and, you know, it wasn't like something where I volunteered on a Sunday morning, I would do Saturday nights for my church service. Maybe. There is something about going on Sunday mornings that's really nice. The fellowship and community, the Sunday's not like a Sabbath where, you know, if you don't go on Sunday, you're displeasing to God. I don't think that, but it's just been so ingrained in me. Hey, doing well. I had the mobile order for David. Yeah. All right. It's nap time. You know, I was thinking about this while I was working out, and even after I was working out. Hard work, it's not like a part of life that we just have to get through so that we can rest and take it easy. Hard work, like, is kind of the point of life. And I don't mean that you should never rest. That's what, you know, Sundays are for, or Sabbath is for. It's so that you rest and you don't overwork yourself. But you should work hard. You know, when we were created in the garden before the fall, they still were working, tending the garden, keeping it. It wasn't, the curse wasn't that they were working. You know, the curse is that the work then would become hard, and in the sweat of their brow they would have to till the ground. But before that, they were still working. So we were created to work. So don't like shun hard work, whether it's working hard in the gym, pushing yourself, whether it's at work. Work hard and truly pour as much into what you're doing. Like, be excellent in it. Don't just do something to get it done. And I am world's worst for that. When you have a lot of things on you, or sometimes you're just lazy. You just do something so that you can get it done. But you shouldn't ever tackle anything unless you're willing to pour out everything into it. And you're willing to pursue excellence in that. That should be your goal. That should be your standard, really. Because then when you step back and you see what you've done, see what you've accomplished, it's so much more worth it. Because you've worked hard and you are proud of what you've done. And then as Christians, we have God, like literally God inside of us, to give us that power and that strength. So we don't really have any excuse. Like, I've seen people in the world that are not saved working harder than a lot of Christians. Because Christians like that real spiritual, it's all about rest, and it's all about not working hard, and it's all about letting go and letting God. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about that life. But a lot of the times we use that as just an excuse to be lazy. You let go and let God, and then you don't do anything. No. You work as hard as you can. You do everything that you can with the strength that God gives you. And then you trust God for the rest. Because you can't control the outcome. That's where you trust God. But you do give it your all. You do push yourself as hard as you can. You do make the best of the situation. Anything less is just lazy. It's really kind of laughing at God, or even mocking God, saying, hey, you're gonna have to be the one to do it, because I ain't doing squat. You know, that's... God gave you strength. He gave you the body. He gave you the mind. So use it. No, it's not up to you. It's not up to you what happens. It's not up to you where you go. It's not up to you how successful you are. Ultimately, God will be the one to put those things where they need to be. But you've got to put in the work. Thank you so much. You too. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. I don't know if that's worth anything. Because I'm not one of those everything relies on you work people. Because that gets tiring. But there is a balance to strike. There is a way to live, where we work hard. We do actually put in time, put in hours, do our absolute best. But then we trust God with the stuff that we can't control, with the stuff that we can't do. It's like when you're shooting an arrow, you have to pull the bow back. You have to release the string. You have to aim it to the best of your ability. But there's so many things, like if the wind catches the arrow, or just the temperature sometimes affects things. It's like all sorts of things. The density of the air. It's so many different things that can really affect the outcome. So you practice your draw. You practice your aim. You make sure that you have that arrow set exactly how it needs to be. But then when you let go, that's where you leave it to God. And you say, hey, this is the part where I genuinely can't do anything. Just like here at the church, Dr. Shaw says this all the time. And this is where I pull a lot of my not a lot, I pull all of my material from him, because I've been with him so long that he's put these things in my heart and soul. But at the church, we can work so hard to make these services excellent, to make them the best that we possibly can. But we could still do all that and then not have anybody walk through those doors. We could do all of that and then still not be recognized. But that's where we say, I trust God. We do all this work. We put in the hours. We make sure the videos and the elements and everything that we have a part in We make sure that it's as excellent as possible. And then we offer it to God and we're like, hey, this is the best that we can do. And we know that it's not good enough, ultimately, for God. But use this, Lord. And then you trust Him. We're only where we're at because of God. Have we put in hard work? Have we put in long hours? Of course. But did that really, make us how we are right now? Not at all. It's all God. From start to finish. And that's how you should see it. In your life, in your business, in your work. It's all God. Don't shun hard work. Don't despise hard work. Love hard work, because that's part of life. And it's good. It's not a bad thing to work hard. It's good. It has virtue. It can make you a better person. It can honor God. So yes, work hard, love it. Enjoy hard work. Seek hard work. But then, for the outcome, you just got to trust God. Know that He's on your side, and what He puts in your court is exactly what you need. All right, I'm gonna go inside, eat, and call it a day. I'll see y'all probably Monday, because I'm not working out tomorrow. All right, later.